Hi, I'm Danielle Palmer, your holistic esthetician, and we are on day 15 of the 30-day Love the Skin You're In Gua Sha challenge. So I'm so glad to have you here, and today we're going to talk about hydration because our skin is our largest organ and it is a balance between water and oil. So we need to stay hydrated to have healthy skin. But that is not as easy as it sounds, especially when we have a coffee culture. So my number one tip is to drink a little bit of water before you have your coffee. That way, or your tea, your caffeinated drink in the morning. That way you're not starting out dehydrated. Is water and alcohol, alcohol and caffeine both dehydrate you. So every time you drink an alcohol drink or a cup of coffee or tea or soda, you should drink extra water, as if it's caffeinated soda. All right, so that's my number one. If you can get a little bit of water in you, then you're starting off on a positive note instead of behind. Because my second tip is to listen to your body. So if your body is saying, I'm a little thirsty, then you're already either dehydrated or almost there, because that is how our body talks to us. It is, when we hear it, it's like almost too late to stave off the dehydration. And so that leads me to my third tip. Get a water bottle that you like and keep it visible. So don't just carry it with you. Make sure you can see it. Another thing could help if you set a timer on your watch, but I don't really do that, but you can also track your water on your watch. But so whatever helps you that way as far as like tracking and remembering. But I like to stack my habits. So like when I'm getting my coffee ready in the morning, I'll have a sip of water. So I just kind of add it, like as soon as I get in the car, I'll have a sip of water. So ideally, we're supposed to have half our weight in ounces a day. So if you weighed 100 pounds, you should drink 50 ounces of water. And that's quite a bit. But start with just what are you drinking? So if you're drinking, like, say, 2 bottles of water a day, just try to drink a little bit more. Up to about 4 bottles of water. It depends on how much coffee you drink and how big your water bottle is. So if it's gigantic, just figure out the ounces, and then you can track it and see how you're doing. But to be honest, the best way to track it is just like turn around and look in the toilet after you pee, because if it's super yellow, you're super dehydrated. If it's like clear, then you're drinking too much water. So that's like your baseline. You can figure out how much water you're drinking, but when it comes down to it, how your body's processing it, especially during the different seasons, you might need more water. Okay, moving on. Another thing that I really like to do, and this is what I recommend to my clients, the people who they don't drink water, they've never drank water. So I go and get some celestial seasonings or some yogi tea, some decaffeinated herbal tea, make a really concentrated pot of it, and then sweeten it if you'd like, let it cool, stick it in the fridge so it's very concentrated. That way you can put some water and add the tea, and you'll have a nice drink that actually counts as water because there's no caffeine. You can also add lemons or cucumber to flavor the water. A lot of people like to do that. And then there's the packets to add to flavor the water. But you want to stay away from aspartame and also things with caffeine. So if there's a little bit of natural caffeine, that's one thing, but the type of caffeine actually counts too, the amount. So, all right, so what do we have? We have, as soon as we get up, and we are going to carry a water bottle with us and leave it so it is visible, and we're going to track our water any way we want, the number of bottles, the number of ounces, whatever you do. And the goal is just to do a little bit better, okay? It's not to drink, you know, if you're only drinking 1 bottle a day, it's not to like get to 4 bottles a day as soon as possible. You might not think that it is possible because you're like, oh, I'm going to the bathroom all the time. But your body actually does get used to the being hydrated, so you won't pass it. Oh, okay. So, all right, I hope you guys are having as much fun as me. So we are going to add things to our water, if we so choose. And then the last thing is, once you do start drinking water and adding it, then you can replace the other not so great choices that you're making for consuming beverages. So just start with doing a little bit better, and then pat yourself on the back, because you're not going to go from no water to drinking a ton of water. Try the tea thing, or look up the packages. Just make sure that you know what you're taking. It's like, so the Crystal Light and all that, that's really no good for you. You're better off, you know, drinking like a Sprite or a ginger ale. That's just my personal opinion. All right, so let me know what works best for you to drink more water. All right? And yeah, we can help each other out in the comments. All right? Love ya. Peace. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.